You guys are requested to mark your attendance first. Keep lagging on your laptop. Okay, this screen has gone black. Okay, Amira, Hisham, Amna, Muhammad Ahmed and Rafi.
मैम ये थिएटर स्क्रीन की बनी हुई है
क्या हो गई ये?
थिएटर स्क्रीन बिल्कुल ब्लैक है
यार यही तो मुझे भी नहीं समझ आ रहा क्या हुआ है.
ब्लैकआउट
मैं बस आप आज क्लास ना ले.
है ना, बिल्कुल. अहमद एक तो पहली दफा क्लास में आए हैं और ऊपर से कह रहे हैं कि क्लास ही ना लें. वेरी गुड अहमद. ऐसा टैलेंट भी ना सिर्फ अहमद के पास ही है
हिम्मत भी
ना. अच्छा यस. ओहो किधर गया? Okay, it's not working. Acha ji. Amira, since you joined us first, we'll begin from you. So you are the teacher today? Tell me what happened in the story.
There's this person, he meets a suspicious person, a tailor, and then he gets a suit made by him, and that suit has a jacket which is haunted and gives off money every time he touches his pockets.
Are you sure he met a person who met who was a tailor? Where does the story open at?
House of the tailor.
The house of the tailor?
I found the house of the tailor, second line.
We are Ferreira 170.
अच्छा चलो ठीक है. Okay, fine. Yes, then.
And the jacket takes off money off of anyone who owns it in his surrounding. Then he finds out that one of his good dear friends, her money was stolen, and she commits suicide. Then he gets so offended by the jacket, then he burns it off in the woods or something.
Okay, very good. Okay. Amna, did you read the story, Amna?
Amna read.
Sorry?
A little bit.
Okay, fine. However bit you read, please share your experience. Yes.
Should I summarize what I read?
Yeah, as much as you can. What have you understood out of the story? I haven't read the story. Explain.
It's like it's kind of like mysterious,
Absolutely good. You have used the word mysterious. This is a mystery story. Yes. Next.
I'm Scooby-Doo ko bulate.
Do not interrupt. Yes, Amna. I'm very glad that you used the word mysterious. Yes, it's a mysterious story.
And it's kind of like suspicious, and like we want to know what's gonna happen next and stuff like that.
Very good.
Suspense, yeah. And it's interesting, like it grasps the reader. It gets the reader's attention. And yeah.
And then what happens? Who's the main character in the story?
This man.
Okay, the man is not mentioned.
Yeah, he's anonymous.
So you feel like it is the writer himself?
Yeah.
At any point do you get the idea that it is the writer himself?
Yes.
Exactly. So although the main character is not named, but we get a feeling that it is the point of view of the writer. So the writer, whoever is writing the story, could be, or the person who has experienced the whole situation is the writer of the story. I'm not talking about Dino Buzzati. I'm talking about the person who has experienced everything. So who does he come across? What happens? Where does the story open at?
Via Ferrara. And he finds the house of a tailor.
What's the name of the tailor?
Alfonso
Cortella.
Cortella. And he lets him in, and so he wants him to be like he wants to like make something for the guy.
Okay.
And so he makes him a suit.
And then, yes, Hisham, would you like to continue from here? The main character asks Alfonso to make a suit for him, and Alfonso obviously agrees. What happens next?
Ma'am, I haven't
Why not?
read the story.
Why not?
I forgot.
That was not. That is not an excuse. That is absolutely not an excuse. By what time did I post the lesson? 8 minute hero. By 12:20 yesterday, I had posted the lesson. Okay? So that should have been a reminder that you have to read the story. Okay? Beta udhar air conditioning off kar dein, okay? And when I am putting in so much effort, look over here. Look over here. This is your lesson. अच्छा चलो ये idioms को छोड़ दो. मैंने इस story के different versions, आपके book वाला version भी और जो इसका original version था, ये वाला, ये दोनों मैंने इधर post किए. किसके लिए? For your sake, isn't it? When I am putting in effort, why don't you? This is a very, very poor excuse that I forgot. Yes. Who would like to continue? Amna has left. I would request Muhammad Ahmed. Yes, Muhammad Ahmed. क्या करूं फिर मैं बताऊं मैं किसी सीनियर को अपने कि जी बच्चे पढ़ के नहीं दे रहे should I speak to the principal or to the coordinator about this situation? I am putting in my 100% bache. Even if I am teaching from home, I am putting up 100%. You guys are not doing 20% even. Already out of 10 students, I have 5 students, attending the lesson every day. On top of that, out of those 5, Amira tends to study. At times, Rafe is responsible. The rest of you, you just come, mark your attendance, and you leave. This is not how studies will continue, bache. Yes, Rafe, would you like to continue where Amna left?
Ma'am, she left when the guy met the tailor, right?
Yeah. The tailor has stitched a jacket for him, a suit or a jacket for him, for the main character. What happens after that? How do
The
we
guy
find
who
out?
came to the
Why
tailor,
is,
guy,
yeah.
the guy who came to the tailor, he asked for the price of the suit which he was demanding, and the tailor said to the man that there was no hurry and we can set the price anytime. So the man ordered the suit, and when he came 3 weeks later, it was ready. The man then took it home and tried it in front of a mirror. He was very happy that it was made very brilliant and all.
Can you be a bit louder, Rafe?
जी
हाँ,
हम
better,
कहाँ से बोलूँ सारा तो पढ़ा देता
better. Yes.
सारा तो पढ़ा देता yeah.
नहीं. Continue, please.
When he came home, he tried on the suit and it was looking very well. It was very well made, and when he decided to wear it on an event, he saw in his right pocket that there was 10,000 inside. When he was very shocked, and when he checked his left pocket, he found another 10,000 notes. When he tried the third time, he found another banknote. So he was very shocked and he got panicked. His heart began to race.
Then
he was then not feeling well as he was very shocked by this event. So he went home and he just needed to rest. So he lowered the blinds and he shut the doors and he began to take notes one after another.
And then what happened? What did he notice? What did he notice?
That there
From the
were
news. From the news, what was it that he noticed?
that there were a total of 58 million.
No. I'm talking about what did he find out from the news, Amira?
He found out the money was attained through bad or wrong reasons, and it was all from his surroundings, from a bank, from other people.
Are you sure? The story doesn't say so. The story doesn't say so. How come the money was coming in his pocket when something wrong was happening in some part of the city? How come that money was coming to his pocket?
The tailor smuggled it.
The tailor is in his own, shop.
That's the mystery. How is the money getting in his pockets?
The guy noticed. He started, hearing news that someone has lost his money. A bank had, a few days later, a bank was robbed. So what he noticed was that every time he pulled out money, the amount that was there, a couple days later, he would find out in the news that someone had either lost their money, the same amount, or a bank would have been robbed, or there would have been one incident or the other. He says that he was not superstitious. He did not believe in, such nonsense. But one incident left him, all puzzled. What was that incident?
That in his next apartment, there was this old lady, and she lost her money, and then she killed herself.
How
and
much
that
was
same
the
amount of money.
How much was the money?
30,000 lira.
Oh, okay. Lira.
Lira.
Lira is the currency of Italy.
Italy.
Okay. Italian lira and Turkish lira. Yeah. So what happened?
She lost them, and she was close to this guy who got this jacket. And he was very distressed by it. And then he realized that all of that money is true, that it comes from his surroundings, all the bad things that happen in his surroundings. And then he took a big step that meant destroying the jacket for the cause of good and for his own peace.
Was he able to? What did he do with all that money?
He stored it in a trunk.
And then what did he do? Didn't he buy all the things that you guys wanted to buy yesterday?
Yeah, he bought the automobiles and a big house.
Yeah.
A villa, actually.
And did he catch other people's attention?
No, I don't think
so. No, he was smart. He was he was quite smart. He was
living a
clever.
private life.
Yeah, he was clever enough not to attract anybody's attention. So what does he say? In paragraph 6, sorry, in paragraph 8, there is a line. What does he say about selling, or about a fact, about a deed? Who had he made a deed with?
The devil.
The devil. How?
Well,
How was this deed made?
Through his greed in the jacket.
Exactly. When he started pulling money greedily out of the jacket, unknowingly, unconsciously, he had made a pact, a deed, an amnesty with the devil. And now, no matter what, he was part of, he had sunken into one of the seven deadly sins. He was now full of greed for the money, and that now he couldn't escape his miserable fate. What happened towards the end?
Everything fixed. He was back to being poor.
he was back to normal.
How did the devil let him be?
I don't understand your question.
I'm asking, how was that, that promise, that pact with the devil, how did it come off? How did the pact end?
The man came in his senses.
He came to his senses. He realized that this money was not hard earned money, and that it was devilish money, and that this will not, this will only build up more greed inside him,
He was
and
using
that
it in a negative way.
this is not going to be helpful to him in any way. So what did he do? He burnt that jacket, and soon he ah it seemed about 2 or 3 meters away. A human sound resounded. Too late, too late. Terrified, I turned around sharply, but I saw no one. I explored the area, jumping. Okay, I'm reading paragraph 7. I drove to a secluded valley in the mountains. I left the car in a grassy clearing and set off. There wasn't a living soul. Is it here? Okay. Um, there wasn't a living soul inside. Between two gigantic boulders, I pulled the wicker jacket from my knapsack, sprinkled it with kerosene, and lit it. In a few minutes, only ashes were left. But at the last flicker of the flames behind me, it seemed about 2 or 3 meters away, a human sound resounded. Resounded, echoed. Too late, too late. Terrified, I turned around sharply, but I saw no one. I explored the area, jumping from one rock to another, but there was nothing, only rocks. Despite this fright, I went back to the base of the valley with a feeling of relief. I was free at last, and rich. My car was no longer in the grassy clearing, and after I returned to the city, my sumptuous villa had disappeared, and its place was an uncultivated field. My savings account were also completely drained, and there was dust, nothing but dust in the old trunk. Now,
Sad life.
yeah, sadly, but he was, how was he rich now? He didn't have any money, but he's still rich. What is his possession instead of money now?
A valuable lesson.
A valuable lesson, okay, and
Not greedy.
His senses.
senses, very good. And
Not greedy.
I can't hear you, Rafe.
Not greedy.
Okay, that'll be again coming back to senses. What about the sense of peace? That feeling of peace. Because as long as he had the money, he was consistently under the impression that he might get caught. All this money might be lost one day. This money is not, it comes from ill means. So once you have a lot of money, your mind is not peaceful anymore. Okay? Now that all that money, especially, most importantly, because this was not This was ill money. Now that all that ill money is gone, the character has peace of mind, which makes him rich. Okay.
Metaphorically rich.
Yeah. Okay. We still have around 8 minutes. Do we have 8 minutes or more? 8. Yeah. We will quickly go through the question answers. What were the storyteller's first impression of the tailor?
Suspicious.
He was suspicious.
Good.
Yes.
Over
No?
eager. He was eager to have him.
Okay. Okay. Why did the storyteller feel that he had become part of a fairy tale?
He was experiencing something completely out of reality.
He was experiencing something magical, things that happen only in fairy tales. Money keeps coming out of the pocket. Every time you put your hand inside the pocket, money comes out. So that is something magical. Such things happen only in magical fairy tales. How did the storyteller spend the evening from paragraph 3?
Frightening.
Sorry,
I was scared.
he was
In
absolutely
shock.
scared. Yeah, you
He was
can.
futilely searching for something, searching for money.
Yeah, very good. What made the storyteller joyous and confused him in from paragraph 4?
He was happy for the money, but he was confused, like where it was coming from and stuff.
Where it was coming from. Good job, Amna. Question 5. Which two possible reasons does the storyteller give for his sleepless night?
Foreboding.
Two possible reasons. Foreboding and we are on paragraph 5 where the lady has committed suicide.
Guilt.
Read line number 4. Line number 3 and 4.
Tormented conscience.
Tormented conscience and
Presentiment of danger.
yes, presentiment of danger. Did you guys look up the meaning of difficult words?
Yes.
Only one yes. Very bad show.
Mine was
Very, very
working
bad
very
show.
yes.
You guys have really disappointed me. Okay. Question number 6. Why did the storyteller continue getting and using money from the jacket even after he knew that it came from death from hell?
His greed had increased.
His greed had increased. Okay. And
He liked spending money.
what is the second last? There's a word from the second last line. The
Depth of
first
the abyss.
word from the second last line in paragraph 5. Paragraph 5, second last line, the first word.
Temptation.
Yes,
Temptation.
you are going to use this word in the answer. His temptation resumed and he became greedy for the money, although he knew that this money was coming from ill means, from it would only take him towards the depth of towards a catastrophe. Why did the storyteller spend his money on? What did the storyteller spend his money on?
Cars and mansions.
Luxurious, a huge villa,
Luxurious
luxurious
automobile.
automobiles, and traveling throughout the world.
Dream come true.
Question 8. What made the storyteller think that he was bound in a pact with the devil?
Since the money came from bad means.
Every time he drew money from his jacket, he knew that something terrible had happened in the world. And unconsciously, he felt, or you can say that, so he felt that unconsciously he had uh, made a pact, made a deal with uh, the devil. What finally decided the storyteller that he had to destroy the jacket from paragraph 6?
To keep his peace.
What was
So
the
that he doesn't
reason?
Killing herself.
in order not to sink to the depths of the abyss.
No, 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 no. What incident made him
The
decide
death of
that
the
he should burn this?
woman. The death of the old woman.
Death of the old woman? Oh, yeah.
The one in his next apartment.
Yes, the one in the next apartment. The old lady who loses her monthly pension of 30 lira, which is quite a meager amount. Okay, it's compared to all the riches that he already had. This was a petty amount. Um, but but for that lady, that was a treasure. And when her monthly income vanished, she committed suicide because obviously she had so many things to do. And when the old lady commits suicide, that's when the turn of events takes place. And the storyteller realizes that this had gone too far and he needs to take a stand and do something about this situation. How does the final paragraph show that which the words which the storyteller had heard when he burned his jacket were true?
When he burned his jacket, everything became normal.
Everything returned to where it previously was, back to zero. He thought that he would be rich from, like he has burnt the jacket. He is now free. He will still remain rich, but it didn't turn out that way. The first thing he noticed was that the car he had come in was gone.
Missing.
Yeah, it was missing. It was not where he had parked. The villa had gone. The
The villa
pouch,
was never there.
yeah, it was never there. And all the things that he had made from that ill money, they had vanished. Even the trunk was now there was only a layer of dust inside and nothing else. It was late. It was too late to burn it. But although it was late to burn it, although he will not have the money, but he will now have, he is now free from greed and he will now have peace of mind. Having
Free
read the
of
whole
guilt.
text, think about the following two questions and answer them in detail. These two questions will come, they are going to be based on your opinion of the story. So please read the story this time, those of you who haven't. The money, the wonderful money from paragraph 5. Why do you think the money had such an influence over the storyteller and over people in general?
It
Just
changes
getting rich
people's
day by
lives.
day.
It helps improve your life, your standard of living, doesn't it?
Yes. It
Yeah.
changes people's lives.
Money is a valuable thing that can that can help people improve their lives, change their lives. So you're going to continue on the same tone and think of further reasons and write a short paragraph on this topic because the answer requires detail. The more one gets, the more one wants from paragraph 5. Do you think that this is true of people with money?
Yep.
No,
Are you sure, Rafi?
yes.
It's in human nature to be greedy. We have to be that.
Very good. It's human nature to be greedy. Even in Quran, Allah Kareem says that the human greed is equivalent to the hellfire. Okay? If I say
ये
it in
बताना
Urdu,
अभी और बता रहा हूँ।
अल्लाह ताला कहते हैं कि जो इंसान के अंदर जो ये ग्रीड है वो जहन्नुम के आग की तरह है, कि जहन्नुम का जो पेट है वो भी नहीं भरता। जहन्नुम कहती है हल मिन मजीद, और दो, और दो, मुझे और दो, मुझे भरो। किससे? गुनाह करने वाले लोगों से। ठीक है, मुझे और दो ताकि मेरे अंदर जो आग है वो इन लोगों को कंज्यूम करे। ठीक है, सिमिलरली जो इंसान के अंदर ये जो ग्रीड है ये भी जहन्नुम के पेट की तरह है, कि जिस तरह इंसान का पेट नहीं भरता और
Abyss.
पैसे से, सिमिलरली जहन्नुम का भी पेट नहीं भरेगा और जहन्नुमियों को अपने अंदर कंज्यूम करने से। ठीक है, इंसान को पैसे का लालच होता है, पैसे की ख्वाहिश होती है, वेयर एज जहन्नुम विल डिजायर फॉर मोर एंड मोर सिनर्स। ठीक है, so it is human nature that once you have a little of something, you want to have more. Okay? For example, you know that you shouldn't, for some reason, like you are on diet, okay? You have grown obese, you are on a diet, and or let's say your mother has cooked something very delicious, but she wants to send it to someone. So she tells you ज्यादा नहीं खानी, थोड़ी सी चख लो, ज्यादा नहीं खानी। अब अब उसी दिन ना you will feel greedy, you'll take a spoonful and then you'll be like अच्छा कोई बात नहीं, एक और। You'll take another one and then you'll be like अच्छा एक और, and then you'll be like अच्छा कोई बात नहीं, एक प्याला और खा लेता हूँ। And इसी तरह करते करते your desire to continue eating will not stop until and unless you will not feel full. Okay? So it is absolutely human nature that humans desire, once they have achieved a little of something that they desire, they wish for more and more and more.
I'm gambling का भी तो यही होता है.
Exactly, gambling में भी यही होता है.
Good example.
You bet for a little amount of money, and when you receive the double of it, you are, tempted to bet
To try more.
more and more because you want more, you want to double your money and you want to get more and more in return. Exactly. With that, we come to the end of the lesson. I'd request you guys to again, I'll reinforce it on your WhatsApp group, read through the text one more time and then attempt the questions. I found a site yesterday which was basically based on the question answer session. So I will post the link to that site as well on your Google Classroom. Go through that site to find answers of the questions, but make sure that you write the answers completely on your own to help you out. Okay? With that, we come to the end of the lesson. Thank you very much. कल हम vocabulary के ऊपर आएंगे. ठीक है? Thank you so very much. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.